Welcome back, everyone. I hope you have gained some more energy, and let's do more activities and see how we do with this one. Here is another interesting one. Mrs. Lowe is baking her favorite pudding. The following are her ingredients: 1 cup of flour, 15 milliliter of vanilla, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, and 125 milliliter of butter. Here is some baking conversion table. 1 cup is equals to or equivalent to 250 milliliter. 1 tablespoon is equivalent to 15 milliliter, and 1 teaspoon is equivalent to 5 milliliter. Use the baking conversion table to answer the following question. How many tablespoons of butter will she use for her recipe? Let's look at the amount of butter. She needs 125 milliliters. In other words, this has to be converted to tablespoons. What is the relationship of milliliter and a tablespoon? We then have to go to the table. We were told that 1 TBS for tablespoon is equals to 15 milliliter. However, she needs 125 milliliters for this recipe. Remember, we keep units that are the same on the same side, and we cross multiply. So this milliliter will cancel that milliliter. Then we say x multiplied by 15, it will give us 15x, which is equals to 1 multiplied by 125, it will give us 125 tablespoons. We need x alone. We will then divide both sides by 15. Observe the rule. What you do on the left-hand side, you also do on the right-hand side. These two, they will cancel one another. I'm going to divide this here so that we can have our answer here. So this side, we are left with x. We're going to say 125. Come on, let's use our calculators for this one. 125 divided by 15, it gives us 8.3. So the question said, how many tablespoons of butter? In other words, this will have to be, we're going to round up based on the context. And this will be a topic for another day. However, we're going to round up and say she will need 9 tablespoons. Because if we can say 8, it means her ingredients will be less for what she needs. Let's carry on. Convert the 15 milliliter of vanilla to teaspoons. Again, the relationship from the given table. With this kind of a question, the table will always be provided and you use what is given to determine the unknown. So we are told that 1 teaspoon is equals to 5 milliliter. The requirement of the question says convert 15 milliliters. Remember the rule of conversion? We always keep units that are the same on the same side. So the milliliter will cancel that milliliter over there. We cross multiply, keep x on the left hand side. So it will be, let's write it proper. It will be 5x being equals to 15 times 1 teaspoon, it will be 15 teaspoons. We need x alone. We divide both sides by 5. The 5 will cancel the 5. Again, here we then say 15 divided by 5, it gives us 3. In other words, 3 teaspoons will be needed for this one. Let's carry on with more questions. 3 friends measure their heights in different units. Karabo is 155 centimeters tall. Sibongile is 1,700 millimeters tall. Noluthando is 1.65 meters tall. Who is the tallest amongst the 3? So in other words, we have to convert everything to same units. And remember, when we work with height, the correct unit that we use for height is meters. So everything must be converted to meters. In other words, we're going to convert the height of Karabo and the height of Sibongile and keep the height of Noluthando. Let's do the calculations here. Remember, we have our conversion ladder, which is kilometers, meters, centimeters, and millimeters. So for Karabo, we want to convert 155 centimeter to the correct unit of meters. The rules say, because we are moving from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, we will then divide this by 100. So if we say 155 divided by 100, we can tell that Karabo's height is 1,55 meters. Then let's calculate Sibongile's. I will use this space here. We have 1,700 millimeters. That has to be converted to meters, which is the correct unit for height. So we are moving from millimeters going to meters. We then have to divide, because when we move from smaller units to bigger units, the rule says we must divide. We will divide by a factor of 1,000. Then we say 1,700 divided by 1,000. This gives us 1,7 meters. Now let's compare the three heights. Karabo's new height in meters is 1,55 meters. Sibongile's height is 1,7 meters, and Noluthando was already in meters. So which one is the highest? So it says here the tallest is Sibongile because it is 1.7 meters tall. Let's move along to this one. It's quite interesting and I hope you are going to enjoy it. John has a transport business where he charges customers a call-out fee of 250 plus 35 rand per kilometer for delivery. For goods that exceed 1,000 kilograms, John charges an extra 150. Note that one pallet is equal to 1,000 bricks. Esther bought a pallet, which is 1,000 bricks, from the hardware and hired John to deliver them at her house, which is 10 kilometers away. Calculate the total amount that Esther will pay if a brick has a mass of 2,500 grams. So for this one, we'll have to determine what mass would be for 1,000 bricks if one brick has a mass of 2,500. So we're going to say 1,000 bricks multiplied by 2,500. Let's use our calculator. We say 1,000 multiplied by 2,500. This will give us a total mass of 2,500,000 grams. Remember, John charges per kilogram. So to us, this is an indication that this mass should be converted to kilograms. From grams to kilograms, we divide with 1,000. So we're going to say that divide by 1,000, we get 2,500 kilograms. Now let's see how much Esther will pay. We know that the first amount she will pay, it is 250. Then we're going to add 35 rand for kilometers they will travel. In this case, it is 10 kilometers. Let's put this in our calculator. We say 250 multiplied by 35 plus 10. This gives us, wait a minute, we say 250 plus 35 multiplied by 10. The answer is 600. We do not end there because the bricks that John is going to deliver it's a mass that exceeds 1,000 kilograms. So in this amount, John will charge Esther an extra amount of 150. So 600 plus 150, it gives us an amount of 750. So that's how much she will pay. I'm sure you have enjoyed this question. And with that, I want to say let's go for a break and we will see one another after that.